How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Congrats on being part of the show. It's so well done. I'd recently binged both seasons.
Yeah.
Had you seen the first season prior to being involved?
No, I hadn't. And I watched it, I binged it, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. And then when I started working on series 2, and I've actually seen the whole series finished, I think it's even better than series 1. So, not often do you have a series that's that great that then gets even better. So I'm very excited by it.
One of the things that strikes me about the show is that Chuck Lorre's writing is so good, and it's honest and real, and it doesn't rely on these cheats that certain shows rely on to, push the plot forward. Can you sort of talk about the dialogue in his work?
Yeah, it's very interesting because it's the kind of comedy that is not played as comedy at all. It's played as absolutely real drama. And of course, if you think about it, that's what makes it funny, because in real life, real situations can be looked at as being hilarious. I mean, meeting someone you fell in love with 50 years ago at a funeral. I mean, it's the circumstances that makes it work so well. But his writing is brilliant, and of course, working with fantastic actors. I mean, every single person in that show is amazingly talented. So it's a joy, and he's right there. He doesn't miss a beat. He's right there behind the camera, watching and writing the next one. He doesn't write it in advance. He writes it as he goes.
That's interesting. I did not know this.
No, and I didn't either, because I said, "What's the arc?" He said, "I don't know." He said, I think you're going to be in 2 episodes. I said, "Okay." And then after I did my first scenes, he called my agent and said, "No, she's going to be in 5." So that was good. I like that.
Okay, I have so many questions because I figured there was script. Okay, no. I have to know. So you really don't even know. So how does it work in terms of filming?
You get your script, but you don't know what the next script's going to be.
Got it.
He doesn't necessarily, because he's writing it while you're shooting the other one. So what's brilliant about it, and I think why it's so authentic and so great, is that as the characters grow in the scenario that he's given them, it actually tells him where he wants to go next with those characters. It's like real life. It's like, what happens? I wonder what would happen to them next. Oh, I think this might happen to them. And how would that impact them? Oh, that's how it would impact them. So that's how it goes. That's why it's so brilliant.
That's so interesting. Did you ever, sometimes with shows, they will be on episode 6 and then realize, oh, we need a pickup on episode 2. Did that ever happen?
Not to my knowledge, not with me. No.
I'm so fascinated by this process because it's so unusual.
Yeah.
No one works like this. So how did it work in terms of, did you have what does he write a script over like a night? I mean, how does that?
I think so. And from what I gather, he writes everything.
Right. That's
everything. And he's writing 5 shows at the same time, you have to understand, not just one show. And he's running and watching the others being shot at the same time. The guy's a genius.
No, there's a reason he's Chuck Lorre.
There is a reason he's Chuck Lorre.
Yeah, completely.
Yes.
You have been in so many projects, so many shows and movies. I'm curious, when people see you standing at a Starbucks, what do they always want to talk to you about, or does it depend on which Starbucks?
I would say it's either, Kitty Cat, Wedding Crashes, or it's James Bond if I'm in England. They're still obsessed.
Right.
I guess because I'm British. Pretty much anywhere in the Midwest, it would be Dr. Quinn. Romania, definitely Dr. Quinn. I mean, it's the only series they saw after the government changed. That's the only television they ever saw. So literally, if I go anywhere near Romania, I am literally pursued, to a degree that you can't even imagine.
Right, that's amazing.
And France, they play Dr. Quinn in France all the time. And then there are people who loved East of Eden, and of course the Jewish community loved War and Remembrance. And then Scarlet Pimpernel, Somewhere in Time, what can I tell you? And usually, and always men. That is not a chick flick. General Colin Powell took me aside and spoke to me for hours because his favorite film ever, he's watched 15 or more times, was Somewhere in Time. Right. So do not tell me that a 3-star general is a chick, because he ain't.
Right,
he's a tough man.
That's amazing.
Smart man.
I have to go, but I can't imagine when people are making a beeline to come to you, you're probably thinking, what's just the project? What are they going to bring? Well, at least that's, anyway.
Well, it's usually, I would say, top of the list would be either Somewhere in Time, Wedding Crashes, or Dr. Quinn.
Congrats on being part of this project.
Hopefully it'll be Kominsky.
Yeah, listen, it's really so well done. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.